Or the full door.
Let's see. Out.
One second.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
I was trying to see where food
Okay,
was.
now close the door, quick, before Stuart gets in. Thank you. Feline intervention. Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm the host of the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airwaves on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the support of our good friends over at indiecd.org. Yes, the Independent Creator Directory, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. Basically, if you want to host a place to host where you can be found and not have to worry about the shenanigans that are running amok right now on social media, or you're dealing with feline intervention like I have been, consider joining the Independent Creator Directory. It's a one-time fee of $40, but with code podcast1, the first 100 people to use it will get half off, making it only $20. I love and support them. We are also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial art. It's manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to being able to teach the art to others. Pardon my slight disheveledness. Over the course of the night, we lost power, and so did my cell phone. So I've been awake for approximately 30 minutes, 35. So we're making things work. Now, I also apologize for the feline invasion that seems to have brokered in, as they have figured out that with enough force they can go through the normal screen door even if it's been repaired. Let's get into accountability. It's almost hard to attempt to get into accountability with the events of the weekend, but attempt we shall. I added a few more words onto my sequel to Hates and Hellfire. I'm not even going to bother because it was only a few hundred words. Expect more when we're coming up. There was some artwork done. I brokered a deal where Mr. Michael Odin, sometimes historian, always comic book author, will be on Friday, in part to talk about his show. It should be a delightful and geeky program. I do have some messages to get to about some things. First and foremost, on the off chance that the gentleman who was so offended by the blaster I was setting up for Amanda, I just want to point out the latest addition to it. I have found matching purple magazines, so my wife thinks it's even more fabulous. I do hope that makes you feel happy. Now, moving that aside, we'll call that Nerf news of the moment. And again, pardon my coif. I am somewhat disheveled. I also want to announce / apologize to our viewers on X. Apparently, our dear friend Elon decided if you are streaming to X, you have to have a paid membership, wherein he may take a flying leap. Moving forward beyond that, to those of you who may have missed Brian King Morris's announcement, he is put without warning on hold for some time until political matters settle down. I feel I need to address this because I wouldn't be me if I didn't. Well, I have made no secret of my feelings of the character of Mr. Donald J. Trump. I have also made no feelings of mine secret that I believe in law, I believe in order, I believe in the safe and smart and civilized approach to things. I believe when somebody has done something wrong, they should and indeed must be taken to a trial of their peers if they're suspected, mind you, if they're suspected of doing something wrong, wherein they have a chance to defend themselves. We do not live by the Napoleonic code of guilty until proven innocent. We believe in innocent until proven guilty. That bias has freed many a poor person who may have been guilty, but hopefully it has done more to prevent the innocent from being imprisoned. It's one of those that's difficult to manage. Now, I say this in lieu that I will never condone violence against basically anyone. You don't start violence. It's kind of, there aren't many Christians who seem to follow the rules sometimes. At least that's how it feels. But one of the rules is you're supposed to love your neighbor. And that means everybody. Treat them like you want to be treated. So that means that's where we have to stand on this matter. Now, as a historian and sociologist, am I surprised that this happened? Honestly, no. No, I'm not surprised. I don't condone it, but I'm also not surprised. Not necessarily for the reasons that everyone might think, but it happened. And with the amount of rhetoric and the amount of vitriol and the stakes of this election, much like the 2016 election and the 2020, I hope and pray that we as a people, regardless of our political alignment, can move forward in a civilized and just and peaceful manner. I also believe that trauma explains behavior. It does not excuse behavior. Now, it is my fondest hope that in light of the tragedy that was narrowly avoided, Mr. Trump not only has a chance to come closer to God, but come closer to feelings of compassion and perhaps empathy. I'm sure the person who took this action was mentally unwell. I am sure that they will be found to be a quiet loner, and I will never condone violence or cruelty. And for me, that requires not condoning it for everyone, because I believe that all people should be equal in the eyes of the law and equal in the eyes of morality. Equity is important. So, regardless of what people think, we always have to try to see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture right now is that the Republic requires peace in debate and passion in the voting ballot. When you vote. That's about all I'm going to say on that matter. I hope that clarifies. If it doesn't, take it up with me personally in a civil matter. I hope. Guys, we got to be better than this. And I mean everybody on all sides. We just got to be better than this. Now, that does not mean that I like Trump. It certainly does not mean that I will use that as an excuse to condone or not speak out against Project 2025. I'm sure it will be used as a straw man later, and that's okay. We have to do the right thing, not the easy thing. So, what are we doing? We've discussed this, and that's what's going to be discussed on all the news by people far more informed than I. I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do and say, please, can we have peace? If I sound bitter, well, I'm bitter because I'm a bit of a historian. A very, very intelligent man, very wise man once said that I was something of a history buff, and I am. So I am not surprised. That leaves me at times jaded. But as soon as we look at life where we are jaded, as soon as we start to feel dread or fear of the coming days, as many people have, and many people have reached out to me. That's why I'm a little tired. I'll be honest. I was talking to people who needed it till about 4:30 this morning, and I woke up, as I said, about half hour before the broadcast. So I am not quite firing on all 8 cylinders. And there are some people who'd probably say I'm never quite firing on all 8. Probably not firing all 4. I sound like a drunken Geo Metro. But, my friends, that is the past. And more importantly, that is the past that is beyond the scope of our ability. There's something called the Serenity Prayer out there. And it says, basically, Lord, give me the wisdom to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I cannot. I'm sorry. Lord, give me the wisdom to accept the things I cannot change, the grace to accept the things I cannot change, the wisdom, the courage to change the things I cannot accept, and the wisdom to know the difference. Pardon me. Like I said, I'm only coming on, and I don't have the benefit of caffeine. Look at your life. Everyone in my chat right now, and I'm sure they're going off in many different ways, are creatives. They are artists of line and word and song. Bards, if you will. Every one of them. Some won't admit it as readily as others. Some will be afraid to admit it. And whenever there's a major political event, a major historic event, and we have seen so many, we tend to pull back in. We tend to go, okay, now what? Now what? Creation is a constant state. Because destruction is a constant state. And I say, if you want to make the world better, don't worry about the biggest field unless you are one of those people so blessed to be in the political and social place where you can do something about it. Short of voting, which everyone should do. Even if I disagree with you, you should vote. And that would shock a lot of people, but that's okay because your voice needs to be heard. But beyond that, what we can do is our best to make the world a little better. So right now, I'm not going to let you. There's a 24-hour media circus going on. The truth will probably never come out. And if it does, it'll be in 20 years. This is not my first rodeo. But the truth of what you did today is what will always matter. The truth of whether you're going to choose to behave in a way that expresses yourself, in a way that expresses your love of your art, of your friends, of your family, of what the world could be, because it is the creatives who inspire the rest. It is the authors and it is the artists, it is the musicians, it is the makers who inspire and move the rest. Because we are not automatons. For as much as demographic information would love for us to be so, we are not automatons. So I call on each and every one of you who's watching this program to, one, never succumb to despair. Despair is the enemy. Despair is worse than fear. Fear I can work with. Fear has a purpose. Despair does nothing. I will not tolerate it. It may take a moment to recognize through its cloud, but never despair. Not for the future, not for your country, not for yourself. Work. And I don't mean work for the man at some Joe job thing. That feeds your family. It is a noble thing, but that is not of which we speak. I speak of creation. I speak of nobility. I speak of being the best you can. And that means being the best you can when it's sunny and it's bright and the world makes sense. And it means being the best you can when it's dark and the rain's coming down. When the bills are tight and you don't know what's coming on. Blessed are the peacemakers. And blessed are the truth tellers. So tell your truth. Write your stories. It doesn't matter what they're about. If it is a story that is in your mind, in your heart. We currently live in a nation where the right of free speech is still protected. We live in a nation, those of us who are Americans, where anyone can say just about anything as long as it's the truth or it's not meant to do harm. I've seen enough historic events at this point. In the last quarter of a century in this millennium. Hello, Time Lord. I just felt myself get a little grayer. Where I have not been terribly impressed by the pleasantness of events. But what I've been impressed with is the resiliency of creators, the resiliency of the hopeful. Because you have a gift that others don't. You have the ability, the capacity to, in times of darkness, make a light. In times of fear and instability, give hope, give reason. Endure the cats having an epic battle outside of my doorway. I don't care. One moment. I'm going to run Joe's ad, and I'll be back. We had a little bit of epic interference of my cats attempting to force their way through my normal office door with great gusto. I sound a little upset. And when I am upset, my cats try to check on me. It's well-meaning. It's kind of beautiful. Now, to get back onto things. I'm not letting you off this rant. I'm not letting you off with simply, okay, I know things are rough or weird or scary. A lot of people have a lot of big emotions. You take your time. No, not today. Today is Monday. Today is the beginning of a new week. It is a new day, a new hope. Had to pause in my head for some very copyright music that Disney would come after me for. But you know what? Sometimes we need it. So I'm going to call on you guys to be the change you want to see. I'm going to call on you to tell your story, to create your things and sell it and make money. Deny the big guys. Because you have to remember, they loathe. Here, guys. The big guys, the Zuck, the Musk, all those people. They loathe and they lust after and they mourn every red cent that comes to each and every one of us. Therefore, the best thing we could do when tasked with such a challenge is to say, hey, I want the world to be a better place. Part of making my world a better place is making a buck honestly. Okay? Don't be afraid to work. Don't be afraid to channel your things. And don't succumb to our baser emotions. On any side of the situation, on any side of any situation, we have an opportunity every time to rise above the situation, to come together, to make things better. Mow a lawn, plant a flower, do some positive change in the face of whatever is going on, whenever it's going on. But don't stop. Don't let fear or anger or anything like that take from you your skill, your hope, your light. A lot of people are very angry. A lot of people are very afraid. That's okay. You are allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be afraid. With everything that's going on, sure. But you are not allowed to succumb. I won't let you. Okay? There are better days coming. Not because I believe in the inherent goodness of the universe. Because frankly, I really, really don't. I understand the concept of entropy. I know quite well the forces of which I have aligned myself against. There is perhaps a natural order of things breaking, of sorrow, of pain. But when, my friends, have I ever said, well, is what it is, we're just going to have to, yep, I don't know, man, give up, please. Some people are genuine, are politicizing this. Some people are moralizing. Some people. What I'm saying is, guys, can you change it? With the world that's going on, can you change what's going on? If you have the capacity to, if you have the capacity to make things better on a larger scale, by all means, do it with love and kindness and intellect. There's nothing wrong with walking through the fire when you need to walk through the fire, but you walk through the fire with a song in your heart and a gleam in your eye. And everyone here is capable of it. You are a capable lot, a talented, brilliant bunch of blessed lunatics. And I call on you today, basically like I do every other day, which is about my broadcast scheduling, at least in theory, to use your skills now more than ever. If someone is scared, comfort them. If someone is angry, let them vent in a safe area. If someone feels lost, regardless of the reason, we must be empathic. I refuse to rejoice at another person's suffering because I would not stand to allow them to rejoice at yours. At the end of my shows, I say, just about every time, I love you and you should too. That's what we need. We need love. We need kindness. We need creativity. We need hope. And the folks in my chat, who I have no idea what they're saying, Lord knows I'm behind, are the very folks I trust to keep trying to do that. Who, believe it or not, for all their sarcasm, for all their green room comments, for all the snark and cunning, for all the crankiness that some of us may manifest, there is love. And that's what we need. That's what I'm calling you to do. I can't change a lot that's happening. Good, bad, and different. It is beyond my scope, beyond my power, beyond my influence. But friends, that does not mean we are ever powerless to do good in the world. To try, to grow, to explore, to not yield. Find what brings you joy. If it doesn't hurt anyone, and it doesn't hurt you, and it brings you joy, do it. If right now it's not doable, that becomes your goal. You may have to scale it down. That's fine. You may have to adjust. But you set a goal, and you sail towards it till you can't. You do silly things. Because that's one thing I have found. Real evil is not good at silly. Real darkness cannot abide simple, joyful for the sake of joy. Real darkness cannot frolic for long. It just doesn't work. So each one of you people, and I'm talking to my regulars, and I'm talking to the beautiful eyeball people who are watching me from wherever I'm still permitted to watch, to be watched. Y'all are beautiful folks, inside and out. And yeah, you got your scars, you got your wear, but you're beautiful people with beautiful hope. Isn't that what Keisha always says? Hello, beautiful people. She says it to all of us. Isn't that cool? It might shock you, but very few people in the world have called me beautiful. I am many things, but especially today, beautiful is rarely one of them. But the thing is, we are. We are literally radiant beings, striped radiant beings, who can't see our own light. On a tiny, tiny scale, humans are bioluminescent. We can't see it. What a wonderful, glorious thing. What a terrible secret. To be a being of light in a world, a universe that seems crafted of void and darkness. We have this capacity to create, and I'm going to hold you to it, because that's what I do in the face of adversity, what I do in the face of confusion. When I see a series of events going in a direction I cannot condone, if I can't change the flow, I'm going to add one more ripple to adjust it. I try to think about the stones I throw into the river of fate and where they may lead. You should too. Be audacious in your hope. My friends, do not ever doubt your capacity to make the world better, even if it's a tiny little circle. Today is a good day. I'm going to say that again. Today is a good day. It is a day to talk of love. It is a day to talk of creation. It's a day to show me your art, your words. I don't care. Your poetry could be cringy and misspelled. Your art could be nothing more than scratches of stick figures or clunky little sculpture. It could be born of string or pixel or paint, carved wood, burnt wood, shaped metal. I don't care. Do your art in face of chaos. Because, my friends, in no aspect is humanity more like a god than in our aspect, our ability to reason, to imagine, and to make manifest our dreams. So dream of beauty. dream of creation, dream of hope, dream of light, dream of love, and make it manifest. Even if you do so by writing silly little movies, some silly little books that scare the pants off of people. Maybe your love language is inflicted trauma of the literary fashion. Maybe it's goofy Nerf blasters and plastic swords, mistuned music and good intentions, plots that have more weeds than flowers, so you tend the weeds till they look like flowers. It's a Monday, and it's a very Monday. But it is a beautiful day, and you're beautiful people. I'm going to run an ad, and then I'm going to come back to your chats, because, friends, your chat are far more interesting than anything I've got to say most of the time. So, be back in just under a minute. If it runs. Mike's made me my little Doom Bobby, who, with my little humble sculpt of him, lives on top of my incredibly villainous little computer, which I need to dust off and probably vacuum out. But let's get into your chat as soon as the comment dumps let me scroll back up. Oh, one more thing. Brian K. Morris, my friend, I absolutely love you, sir. I hope you're watching this either now or in the rerun. I understand that you had to take time off just to get away from it all. So I don't know if you'll even see this. But we love you, sir. We respect you. We don't hear enough from you. So you spend some time with Cookie, you recharge your batteries, and you come back to us. All right, sir? I haven't got my my logos all up yet. Oh, wait, yes I do. Ha-ha, it's back! Something I tried to fix. Back to the comments. Apparently, my comments are being cut off. No, they're not. It's just being funky. Wow! Alex Creation is first through the door at 9:12. Good morning. You're up early, my friend. Good morning, everyone. Working in the office today, so I probably won't be around much for the show. Thank you for the watch. And he was still trying to keep an eye on things when I was getting set up and had the first couple rounds of feline issues. We also, for those who are interested, we had Boots, had infiltrated my office, hid, and once I got the door closed, freaked out because she is prone to do just that. Morning, Joe. It's all good. And there will be a show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. You will have to tune in, though, to find out what kind of show I'll be doing tonight. Well, it could always be another never mind what's going on behind the code because the yarn is on fire. Now with more art, with art and 100% more Nerf news. And I'm working on getting some more Nerf news, actually, of the Nerfy news category. And Alex says, I'm just eating cereal as I wait for the show. Good thing. Food has been eaten, now getting meds. Excellent. Morning, Alec. We got greetings from Foxy. Hello, Foxy. And Donna. Hey, Donna. And Joe again. Hey, Joe. How you doing? I know you're in there being your little sexy self in the office. And hey, Dawn. Dawn has risen above us. And Dawn is the purveyor of Dawn's Fashionable Felines. That was not me forgetting to turn down the business. Now, hey, Dawn. Now Dawn can conjure up the Witzman dude. Hey, Dawn. Add, she's that good. Hey, good. Oh, dud. Oh, no. Dud. Okay, I mean dude. What was I going to say? Use the Carl Witzman method to go from dud to stud. For 10 low payments of $99.99, you too can learn the art of attracting very interesting women. And dud, ooh, I conjured him. A mere typo, of course. Few things will conjure him like a typo. Oh, go! I was watching a creepy video about randonautica, which would freak Nick out. I am well acquainted with the concept of randonautica, or shall we call it the cybernetic Ouija board of high strangeness. I am also well acquainted with the concept of high strangeness, and I find whatever possible it is best to avoid. Yes. I do not randonautica. I do not put randonautica on my phone. And I certainly will not reach out for that. Cybernetic passive casting with an unknown cost is not something I'd care to play with. Because that follows way too many of other systems' rules for me to be comfortable with it. Because I recognize the rules in play. I hope so, Donna. Eyes are suspiciously. I was typing one-handed at the time. Calvin was being cuddly. My tree is full of chirpy birds. To those of you who have discovered, yes, I am on Finch, have also discovered, tragically, how ADHD I am about forgetting to check apps like Finch. I apologize, because I'm sure my bird has my tree has quite a few birds on it. I am trying, folks, solely for your amusement, but I am trying. We shall see. Hello to everyone here. Woo. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Eyes for almost empty coffee cup. I just got up. Again, I understand. Greetings. Oh, on my way for coffee? Good morning, Thesis. And Donna's so sweet. Thanks, Thesis. Working on uploading a recent time-lapse. I actually have a video I'm trying to upload. Unfortunately, I recorded it, and I think I didn't set my stream down. But it is the Nerf Mods video where I do the tweak on the two Nexuses. I have one more, but that one's going to be turned into an absolute beast. That's my accountability. Accountability. I'm up. That's fine, too. Donna, for men of our age, that can be quite a feat. You know what? I earned it. I'm not even going to play. I deserve this one. Yeah, see, Joe's giving me the look from The Office. Yeah, I know. He's going Super Saiyan. Yeah, I'm doing it. Not the green room, Nick. Ah! Moving on. Oh, yes, and Elon won't let us broadcast on Twitter. moving on further. Because I can't remember if I mentioned that. Okay, I can't. That's my accountability. Good accountability. We did that. Same Donna. Oh wait, Dawn. Whoop. That's Dawn's, and I triple clicked it. Give it a second. Okay, accountability. Trigger point injections today. Show tonight. Trying to get out of this funk I'm in. Avoid the 114 heat index as possible. Is that supposed to be hitting like near us? Because you're not that far away from me, Dawn. I'm going to check that out right now. I want the weather forecast. I don't care what's going on politically. It's not giving it to me. Oh, because it's going through. Yeah, fortunately, that is not hitting us that hard. So I will call that a win. Sorry, I had to check that. Same Donna. Ouchie Dawn. Just take care of yourself, Dawn. We need you, absolutely. And not just for the Munzie. And you know what? It's 45 minutes, and I think everybody needs to hear the jam that makes you feel like a man. Yes. The one, the only. Carl Witzman singing his ode to Munzie.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a Koepp, so here's our rep. Munzie, we want to Munzie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munzie, we've got to Munzie. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too. Munzie is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munzie, we want to Munzie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munzie, we got to Munzie. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too.
Anyway, I know I am super behind on my comments. Let me navigate a comment dump and I'll find where I was. Chair has a very different meaning than it used to. Let's see. Dawn, do not feel obligated to attend the show tonight. I can run it solo. Take care of yourself. And he could ask for cumbersome, bizarre help to try to come in from behind. Oh, God. I just green room myself. I'm not going to do it again. My accountability is us working on Dark Angels last night, another 2,000 words or so. Then the power went out for the next 5.5 hours, and all my work went poof. Save early, save us often. You have now learned. Yes, Dawn, take care. Please take care of yourself, Dawn. Nothing out here is worth causing trouble. Good morning, all. How the heck are you? Really? Me? I'm just waiting for a call from a hospital to find out what time my ESI is tomorrow. Walking around the house with 2 phones, a notebook, a pen. Dear Lord, Cat. All the love in the world. One of those little tiny Korean hearts. How are you? Ha ha! No thesis. Oh no, this is why we hit save often. 1 minute warning. Oh, God. Okay, I have to kick into this. I'm an hour behind. Hey, Kat. Hey, Donna. Hope all is well, Kat. Hi, Kat. See, everybody's glad to see you, my beloved rock and roll art goddess. Thanks, Donna. Just keep autosave on when typing word. It means I don't have to remember to hit save. Hi, Alec. They took away my auto record function on Clip Studio. And yeah, it was all my own votes. I had it saved at all, so it was gone. If I'd been using Google Docs, it would have been fine. I'm not sponsored by Google Docs, but Google! Sponsorship. Monies. Give them to me right now. Mine. No, oh no. You can beat Donna to this today, says Joe. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, folks. Da 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 da. Ding. Now. Good morning. Running around the project, but I'm here in spirit. Oh, yes, Trey, you haunt me often. Anyway, wow, I'm in a mood. Thanks, all. I'll see how I'm feeling tonight. They actually aren't too bad. Oh, no, Thesis. Yay, Don is here. Hi, Don. Kat, I hope they call quickly and that test goes well. Me too. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. And we've got here's to all the tests and medical things going well. Thesis, let's just call your first round edit and recreate it better. Hey, try it. And 1 second. Don says morning, Xander. He says hi. Dusty. Oh, poor Nick. Yeah, well, he didn't want to leave, so he kind of grabbed hold. We got before the intro blooper. Oh, yes. Seems like it. Caught my Monday morning edit. Dusty loves his daddy. So does Stuart. And Stuart had a rough time because he's totally phobic of thunder. Yeah, the power last night. We're going to do that. Was an adventure. We ended up reading by oil lamp. Delightful. Now, Stuart. Gosh, I love those kitties. The kitties are chaos wrapped in fur. Amok, amok, amok. I'd name a cat Amok. Name it Sarah. A listing in the indie works for you. Even if your power's out, you are sleeping, or if you have cat claw on your leg or shoulder. I know someone who named their cat Moco, which for those who don't know is Spanish for booger. It fits. Hey there, Nick. You're a warrior when it comes to making things work, and we love you. Feline Invasion sounds like a great working title for something. So, Nerf news that are fueled by spite. Oh, yes. I want you to understand. I'm one notch from hanging a disco ball off this thing. But I'm trying to still keep it to Mandy's elf brat aesthetic. Ooh. I'd have to ask her. I bet I could draw some chains and pearls and other different little gizmos and what's it off this, because that's the joy of working on projects. I have an idea now and I need that to write down before I get. Please, Feline Invasion would have been better for the title for the book. There's 346 pages of the word meow. No, I think meow is brilliant. That somebody came up with that and went to that much effort. Because it's if you look at it when it's flipped through, there are paragraphs and chapter breaks. It's formatted. It's beautiful. There, new story idea written down. Good. Now if I remember what my note idea was about next time I look at another story. Yes, we all need to live in peace, but that's why I've made art about it. I have my serenity prayer on my spinner ring. That is awesome beyond words. Amen. Thank you. This chat goes, whee! And then it goes in 5 different directions, and Nick knows it. Where we're going, we don't need rails. Anyway, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, the wisdom to know the difference. I know that. But the words in order would not stay, and it kept giving me, God grant me the serenity. Just that. The serenity would do, because I aim to misbehave. Anyway, gonna go to the library tomorrow and work on dice. Rock on! Sounds good. Preach, Nick. I try. Plenty of kitty chaos today. Buddy and Georgette are being extra goofy today. In times like these, we need to create. Yes! Today's camel, I'm journaling from the dark into the light. Exquisite, my dear. And y'all don't know, Kat Rothermel has been a joyfully problematic thought of mine for a very, very long time. I mean, you have to understand, it goes Dolly Parton and Elvira and Kat Rothermel, the young lady by the name of Kim Balka, and a few others. But yeah, I mean, she's like the avatar of the best of both Stevie Nicks and Cyndi Lauper in one person. Y'all. Morning, Grant. Morning, guys. Hello, Foxy. Good morning, Grant. Will there be a Grant Draws tonight? Thanks for the compliment. We are lunatics, but of the blessed time. Be the change, be the light, be the peace, be the love, be the bridge. Yeah. No one should be scared. No one should have to fear for their life. Even people I rapidly, vehemently disagree with. And I believe the system should act as a system. Hey, Grant. Hey, Grant. Hi, Blade Joe Don. Yes, there will be a Grant episode of Grant Jaws. Think global, act global, be the joy. Also, if there's anybody who hasn't checked out Beowulf, bit.ly/Beowulf trade. Be the beauty, be the radiance. Make you a beautiful shaking my head. You're many things other than a silly little man. You're right, I'm a short, fat, furry, silly little man. Do your art in the face of chaos. Absolutely. Be the dream. And Indie CD. Oh, did you happen to have a chance to review the email I sent you? Yes. Yes. IDC. Oh, independent creator. I got it. I've just been filled with, oops. Not used to. Kat, I will never hold anything negative against you in the realm of tablet typing. That would be a crime. Let's see. It's a skill I too have in low supply. Phone I can do with my thumbs, all right. But tablets are that size that's awkward. My phone typing, anything involving a touch screen and I don't get along very well. And keyboards I don't get along very well with. I don't type well. Feels like your typing is being done by hands. Dropped a full glass of iced tea yesterday on one of the Jeez. John said tablet typing is a PETA. My fat self did not think initially of pain in the derriere, so to speak. It went, I haven't had euros in a while. The cats just wanted some tea. Oh, honey, spill the tea. Dawn, I got to hug BKM Saturday. Tee-hee. I am so jealous of both of you. Envious. Okay, here it goes, says Rockwell. Haven't been much like I am usually during my summer breaks due to medical necessities of myself and my dad. It happens. No problem, Kat. Just want to make sure it actually went through. Gmail tends to eat my emails. Oh, yes. Sorry to hear you and your father are having medical issues. My babies! Hugs, Kat. Let me deal with this comment dump. And I know I am way behind. We'll work it. I'm sure BKM will and did enjoy the hug. I think today I'm going to spend my day working on some art rather than going through them down boxes from those two darn schools. I left for a better school. I am so ecstatic that you were able to make that jump, dear. And my favorite part of Finch is that they actually call it a burb. Well, it is round. Just for info, I did not sign up for Randonautica. Not secure. Thank all that is holy. That is one app that does not need to get anywhere close to my sphere of influence. I'm in desperate need of some deep reflection expression equals art. Darling, that's what you do. You have gifted the skills and inspiration of art to so many for so long with so little back from the systems that are supposed to support you. You deserve. Like, it is a karmic injustice that you aren't able to do more art of your own for yourself. So keep on that. And let's see. Dawn just says, Bunsy! Chair. And Chris says, morning, everyone. Accountability. I went to a concert this weekend then did some boring stuff for the betterment of Holocon yesterday. Well, to better help me run it. Sometimes we got to put the boring stuff in to do the fun stuff, and that's the hour line. I'm not ducking those. Sorry, Nita. Sorry, Daff. I got to get through this chat. Hey, folks, he said chair. Squee! Art, writing, creativity, making stuff good for the spirit, soul, and humanity. Cat Rothermel says, morning, Xander! He says hi, too. Art Goddess in the house. Hey, Chris. Greetings. We got greetings for Chris. And Chris, greeting, everyone. I'm running a little behind, so I have to go. And, the new short by Alec is there. Self-promotion. Rock on. Hashtag always promote. Hey, Chris, I'm trying to cut down on the greetings. And did someone say journaling? Good man. Hi, Chris. And thanks for the love, Nick. I've all the love in the world for you, my dear. Thesis does amazing journals with wax seals. Yes, I have one. I have a wax seal. I really need to put to good use. Me too, but I hate acknowledging greetings from individuals for too long. Normally, I just say hi to everyone. It's a lot easier. And me too, taking it easy on Nick. For a while, I was BKM's Ed McMahon, greeting everyone while he was doing his monologue. I discovered while I was doing the same for Nick without being asked. Well, I do appreciate the intention. I may not have addressed everyone recently by name, but my heart is. Absolutely, guys. My cat came in, whine screeching like, yeah, went with the first name of choice. His current name is Pumpkin, and it doesn't suit him. These things happen. All pets have multiple names. To all the chat, do not... okay, listen. Hold on. I'm sorry I have to drown that out. To all in the chat, do not doubt your skills, traits, talents, and ability to craft or create. None of you should have imposter syndrome. Believe in you, I assume you that I do, along with others. And thank you for reminding me that what I have done as a teacher, I tend to forget, and sometimes I just want to forget some places. You're not alone. Kat, you and I have walked some pretty dark halls together. Free book! You want to learn Munzie, get the Uncle Carl guide. And I'm starting a new project, and it's for the library, but I'm very excited. The dice! Yes, I can't wait. I'm going to run an ad, and it looks like I'll be able to wrap up in time.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
No, Dan, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, as a sci-fi and fantasy fan, thank you for decades of dedication to making it accessible and doing it in a free manner. It is inspirational, never doubt that. Got a few more comments, and then we will wrap this up, I think. And Stubo autocorrect. It's okay. Everyone go read Richie's story in Aphelion. Make sure you get some rest today. Yeah, I will need it. I was up till 4:30, and I got up at 9:20, 9:25. Charcoal says, "Cat lunchtime, everyone. Have a good afternoon. See you tonight on Joe's show. Have a great day, all. Don't give in to negativity. Everyone have a great day." Yeah, go on over to Daphne and Nita's show. I'm sure they're going to be spicy today, and sometimes we need it. Guys, keep writing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it. You can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too, and I'll be back Wednesday for the art version of Nevermind the Furthermore. I'll also be back on Friday, hopefully, with comic creator, writer, and ancient history buff Michael Odin as a guest. We shall see what we shall see. Until then, I love you and you should too. Toodles!